Good afternoon and welcome to Create and Use Spreadsheet Basics. I will attempt to demonstrate via online how to create and use spreadsheet. By the end of the session, you should be able to have a greater understanding on how to create and use spreadsheet. Hi, my name is Yin. This session is conducted via Microsoft Teams from your individual homes. You are all already have your equipment switched on, so let's simply click on the Start button and select the Excel icon. Here you have many choices. You can either use the existing template or workbooks, but in order to learn Excel properly or how to use Excel properly, let's all click on the blank workbook. Great, now that we have got the workbook open, first of all, across on the top, on the green bar, you can see there are many tabs. You have File, you have Home, you have Insert, you have Page Layout tab, Formulas, Data, and so forth. This tab that I have just clicked on is Page Layout. When I click on the Page Layout tab, it opens up Ribbon. This is Ribbon. Within the ribbon, it is divided into smaller groups. This is a group, this is a group, this is a group, and this is a group. You can see that you can scale fit the width, the height of your spreadsheet. You will notice within the groups, there are little drop-down arrow keys. If you click on any of those, you will be able to see that it provides you with many other options and alternatives. Great, now that we have learned tab, ribbon, group, I think it is important to start with some terminology because I'm going to be using these throughout the session. This is a spreadsheet. And a spreadsheet consists of columns starting from A, this is our columns, through to Z and continue on with AA, BB, CC and so forth. And it consists of rows, row 1, 2, 3 and so forth. Where a column meets the row is called a cell. And it is good to name a cell. Just like us, we have got names. So this cell is called A1, where column A meets row 1. This is a cell B5, this is a cell D2, this is a cell B8. Next is range. This is a range. A range are a group of cells. This can be a range. And this can be a range. Let's highlight my range yellow. My range starts from this cell to the last cell. This is the start of my cell, and it is column B meeting with row 3. So it is B3. This is my last cell in my range, where column D meets with row 5. So it is D5. It is also good to name the range just the same way as the cell, and this is how you name it. So the first cell is B3, so I will type B3 and use the symbol colon, which is the dot dot representing through to, and you can find that next to the alphabet L on your keyboard. And my last data range is D5. So this is how you write the name for your range. Right, next, on your keyboard you have the arrow keys up and down, left and right, so you can practice and try arrowing down, arrow up, to the right, to the left, and you can use a tab key, tap, tap, tap. enter return. You can use the return key, it takes you down your spreadsheet, and if you hold down the shift and the return key, it takes you back up. Enter, 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 hold down the shift and enter, it takes you back up. So now let's try the tab key to take you to the right, and as you would have guessed it, you hold down the shift key and tab, it takes you back to the left. Now the next thing is let's try and put in some data. Let's pretend that I am going to be making an inventory list of the movies that I have. So let's call it movie inventory. As you can see here, I have made a spelling mistake. To fix that, I can double click on the cell. You can see that my cursor is blinking. You can move the cursor to wherever you want within the cell and you can fix the spelling mistake. Or you can double click on it and you move your cursor to the function bar, which is here, and you can move your cursor to wherever and you can fix it that way too. So let's put some other data in there. Let's put title, date purchase, and you can do the same on your laptop so we can all see, you can see the full screen on your laptop. Okay, so this is a made up list, so let's call it Star Wars and date purchased. So you do the same on your spreadsheet. And next smooth title would be right. So you can see here that I have made a spelling mistake on the title Empire Strikes. So to fix that, I click into the cell. You can see my cursor is blinking. You can move the cursor within the cell and I'm moving it to just after P so that I can fix the spelling mistake. So this is clicking on a cell. This is by double clicking it, is clicking into the cell to fix the errors. Another thing to show you is the selection of data. In order to make changes to your data, you need to select it. For example, I want to fix this. I have to select the data in order to fix. So by selecting it, it allows me the choice of making changes or reformatting. For example, I can put bold and you can see that it has changed. I can underline it, you can see it's changed. I can change it to italic, or I can remove the italic, I can remove the bold, and I can remove the underline, and it gives me back to where it was before. And you can also change and click and select, you can centerize it, you can justify it, or you can left indent it, or you can right indent it. So in order to affect changes, you need to first select. So you have to select to affect changes. So let's look at the title Movie Inventory. Just let me zoom in a bit so that you can see. As you can see, the two words spread across two cells, but it is just only an illusion. The words are still stored on my cell A9. So let's fix it and beautify a little bit because it just doesn't look pretty. So to do that, I would click on it, hold down my mouse and drag it across to the end of the column of my data, which is column E. Let's pretend to say that I want to merge and centerize that title. So let's click on the merge and center. You can do the same on your spreadsheet. So now you can see how it has broken down all the rows within the little cells and making it into one big cell. And I have merged the title. Say for example later on you might decide that, oh no, I don't like that thing over there. You want to delete it. You can either use the delete button on your keyboard and hit delete and it's gone. So these are the few basic things that I can show you for now. And do join me for my next session on intermediate, and I'll be able to show you a little bit more on the advanced features as well. So not to worry about saving this file. You can exit because it's just only a practice for now. So thank you for your attention.